Azariah, I have to tell you, I'm 23 years old and I still misspell calculator quite often.
How do you spell?
Oh, okay. I would spell calculator CALCULATOR.
That was actually the correct spelling.
Hey everybody, happy almost summer. It's the last week of May, which also happens to be Mental Health Awareness Month. Taking time to talk and think about our mental health is really important. Do you remember Zoya, the kid governor from Oregon? Her whole campaign was all about bringing mental health awareness to kids at school.
I ran for kid governor so I could help others who may not exactly know what they're going through.
It's also a central mission for Rare Beauty founder and singer and actress Selena Gomez. She's been vocal about her struggles with mental health and the importance of self-acceptance. And Rare Beauty has raised over $7 million to help fund mental health initiatives. Earlier this month, she launched a feel-good phone line because sometimes an old-fashioned phone call or a FaceTime can boost your mood.
Studies suggest that hearing a comforting voice can actually boost our mood in ways that texting can't.
Kelsey, who do you call when you're feeling down?
Usually my bestie, my siblings, or my parents. It just depends.
Well, you can always give me a holler if you need.
Oh, Larry, you know that means a lot.
118 new emojis are set to be released over the course of this year.
So, our question of the day, which of these emojis do you think is the most misunderstood? There's an actual answer, but we'll tell you later.
Huge news in the world of college sports. The NCAA and the 5 major conferences, that's the ACC, the Big Ten, the Big 12, the Pac-12, and the SEC, have agreed to a settlement that could pay student athletes for the first time in college sports history.
This is major, right?
Totally, this is huge.
Okay.
Now, the judge still has to approve this because the agreement came as a settlement to 3 lawsuits against the NCAA. Those plaintiffs also have to approve the deal. Want the details?
I think I do.
The agreement says that $2.8 billion will be distributed to current and former athletes who they say lost out on earnings from brand deals. Back in 2021, the NCAA lifted a ban on athletes using their name, image, and likeness to earn money. Name, image, and likeness is the right to make money off of something that identifies you, like a partnership with a brand.
So, before the lift, somebody like a Caitlin Clark who played for Iowa and signed a deal with Gatorade couldn't do that.
Correct. Also, part of this settlement is a proposal for student athletes to earn a percentage of the money their athletic departments make. And D1 athletes going back to 2016 are eligible. But it's not clear if all student athletes will get a cut. College football and basketball bring in the most money, so those players might be the only ones to get payment. Smaller colleges are worried how this will affect their teams that don't bring in as much revenue. And if this is all approved, it probably won't go into effect until fall of 2025.
A devastating landslide hit a small village in Papua New Guinea late last week. The South Pacific island is north of Australia. There are up to 1,000 different ethnic groups within Papua New Guinea, and many have their own languages. In 1975, it gained its independence from Australia. A lot of people have died and thousands have been evacuated. Government officials have formally asked for help from other countries. It will take the country a while to clean up and recover from the landslide fully.
We've told you about a potential TikTok ban before, but if you want a quick reminder, back in April, President Biden passed the law that would ban the app from the US if ByteDance, a Chinese company, doesn't find an American owner for TikTok.
Well, there are some updates. Earlier this month, 8 TikTok creators sued the US government over the new law, similar to TikTok, which filed its own lawsuit against the US government. They're all saying that the law goes against the First Amendment of the Constitution, which says people have the right to free speech. These 8 creators are from all over the country, and each say that TikTok allows them to express themselves and find new ways of thinking.
This isn't just a place where we come to watch funny videos of cats or see the newest dancing trend. This is a place where we are able to connect.
For years, the US government has been saying they have privacy concerns about the app because ByteDance is based in China, and that could give the Chinese government access to US data. According to the new law, ByteDance has 1 year to find a new US owner for TikTok.
Have you ever heard of lab-grown meat?
Yeah, I call it beaker beef.
That's cute, because it's made in a beaker. Well, not really. Lawmakers in Florida and Alabama have made it illegal to create and sell it.
So what is lab-grown meat anyway? It's made from animal stem cells, which are cells that grow into other cells. Basically, they can renew themselves. Scientists then turn those stem cells into muscle, fat, and connective tissue, which keeps multiplying until finally the stem cells are then layered into the shapes of hamburger, steak, chicken, and voila! Your lab-grown meat is ready, sir.
It is meat, so it is chicken. It'll taste exactly as you would expect a chicken to taste. So the part that's remarkable about it is we didn't have to raise and slaughter a chicken to get real chicken meat.
Whew, that was a science lesson. But why do we even need this? Supporters of lab-grown meat argue that this could ease the impact of meat production on our climate. It takes a lot of water, land, and food to keep the meat industry alive. And those against it, like the lawmakers in Florida and Alabama, want to protect the rights of those farmers.
We want to know, would you ever eat lab-grown meat, or have you ever tried meat grown in a lab? Let us know through hi@firststopnews.com. There's a Garfield lookalike contest, so grab yourself a big tray of lasagna and check out this video of the day. It all went down in Malaysia, where over 100 cats competed to be called Garfield IRL.
The winner's name is Hera. He's a 3-year-old stray who was adopted as a kitten. The owner said he didn't resemble the character at first, but slowly looked more grumpy as he got older.
This is a very good opportunity for Hara, which is just a stray cat, to join this kind of competition.
He does not look very happy to be there.
They probably held the contest on a Monday.
That part. Azariah Green is one of the 245 kids who made it to the 2024 Scripps National Spelling Bee. The 11-year-old from Mississippi is not only a top speller, he also can play the piano by ear, which we really bonded over our love for gospel music, and he's a red belt in Taekwondo. I got to chat with him before he got to the competition. Azariah, how does it feel to get the chance to compete in the National Spelling Bee?
It feels really good. My favorite part is trying to figure out the spelling of the word through context clues. Ever since I won that county spelling bee back in 2022, I got into spelling bees a lot more.
How many spelling bees have you competed in?
11. I won the class, school, and county in 4th grade, the class and school in 5th grade, and the class, school, county, and state in 6th grade. In the county spelling bee in January, I remember getting the word calculator.
Okay, Azariah, I have to tell you, I'm 23 years old and I still misspell calculator quite often.
How do you spell it?
Oh, okay. I would spell calculator CALCULATOR.
That was actually the correct spelling.
Okay.
It was easy for me because, I like math. Mom calls me the human calculator. I was actually one of the co-champions of the state spelling bee. I remember the last where I got right at the state spelling bee, which was Maleta. M-A-L-E-T-A.
Maleta. What does that even mean?
A rawhide bag.
How do you actually prepare for a spelling bee?
Find some fun ways to study the words. Also through Word Club, an app that reviews the Scripps National Spelling Bee words.
And then how long each day do you study?
Around 30 minutes to an hour or something like that.
Tell me, what advice would you give to kids who want to start entering spelling bee competitions?
I would tell them to work hard. Most importantly, I would want to tell them to have fun with studying the words, like we do.
Want to watch the finals? You can. Tonight on Ion.
Okay, bugs.
I don't like them.
Okay, but you do know how during the summer they always buzz around the porch lights and lamps and stuff that get electrocuted?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, thanks to a new study, we know they're not actually attracted to the light. Blew my mind too.
Researchers recently observed insects in a couple of ways. One was in the wild where they filmed them in Costa Rica with special cameras, and the other was set up in their lab. They attached tiny markers on moss to see what would happen.
The team recorded their movements with cameras that track motion, like the ones used in video games or movies. These are some of their videos.
Here's what they found. Bugs flutter near lights because they're totally confused. Insects look for the light of the sun to show them which way is up. When they're faced with artificial light, they don't know what to do, and they freak out.
Some even fly upside down and crash. They actually turn their backs to light instead of fly towards it, and then they get all dizzy and trapped. A new report says 80% of Americans are stumped by some emojis. I'll admit, I'm one of them. I actually only send one emoji. Do you want to guess which one it is?
I'm a cowboy.
Yeah.
I like the one with that cowboy hat.
Where did he get the props from? I always wonder.
Exactly.
And while it might seem like a silly statistic, I know you're using emojis to communicate, but if they get misunderstood, that can change the entire meaning of the message.
We asked you which emoji is the most misunderstood. About half of you said it was the puff of smoke, but according to the report, it's this one, the nail painting emoji. Some people think it's used to show something fancy. Others think it represents self-care, and some take it a lot more literally. And some, exactly.
Nailed it.
Some people think it's used to show something fancy. Others think it represents self-care, and some take it a lot more literally, like this Saturday when I got my nails done.
Which one do you use it as?
Oh, I use it as like, I'm feeling cute, feeling cute.
Other top confusing emojis? The puff of smoke, the upside down face, that's the one we were trying to show you how to do it. It's hard to show on camera. And whatever this guy is. And to complicate conversations even more, 118 new emojis are set to be introduced over the course of 2024. Minecraft, it's celebrating its 15th birthday. More than 162 million people play the game on a monthly basis.
Minecraft is the best-selling game of all time and has racked up over 1 trillion, yes, 1 trillion searches on YouTube.
That's a lot.
It is a lot, and the game is celebrating by giving away free in-game items and release a special map that serves as an in-game museum highlighting moments over its 15-year history. The game is centered around a sandbox world where players create their own worlds or build innovative solutions to challenges.
And the franchise is continuing to grow with a new update scheduled for later this year and a movie starring Jack Black and Jason Momoa arriving in 2025. But we want to know, if you stream Minecraft and want to show off your world, send us an email to hi@firststopnews.com and we could feature you in an upcoming episode.
Okay, that's our show for today. Make sure you give us a like, give us a subscribe, or else, and have a fabulous weekend.
And we'll see you guys again right here on First Stop News.
Yes.